I'm in full support of younger Nigerians right now, what they're doing with Corrupt Talk, right? The internet is a great equalizer. But being a Nigerian American is very fascinating right now, because on one hand, you get to, have an understanding of what a promising country with a large population, a lot of resources could end up like if, the effects of colonialism are not handled, the effects of tribalism are not taken care of, and deep-rooted greed and disorder takes a hold of a country. Right. And then you look on the other side of what a country, which I will admit it's imperialist and its history of free labor and slavery did give it a head start. Right. You get to see a country and what it could also end up like if it doesn't immediately recognize that a con man who behaves like a lot of Nigerian politicians is not checked. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if some of y'all have seen those videos during the election, they would run up to, like, most of the time older Nigerians, and they would ask them their opinion on Trump, right? And they see like this kind of like authoritarian figure, and they're like, yeah, we're in full support of him, or whatever the case might be. To me, that's just a little bit of, I don't know if that's the right word here, Stockholm syndrome. That's just a little bit of what you're used to is what you think works, right? What you're used to, what you're familiar with, you'll go for. You understand what I'm saying? There's never been a politician in the United States that's so similar to Nigerian politicians and Nigerian presidents. And that I'm going even all the way back to dictators. So when you can sort of look at these two nations and you can feel the effects, and they're both my country. I'm Nigerian as much as I'm American. I know some of y'all don't like it. It's what it is. Duality of life, baby. And to see the effects and know that and still know that, thankfully, those old men in wigs, they did put almost just enough to stop someone that could be like a Nigerian politician from ruining his shit. And right now we're in the stage of judges, and judges pushing back, and they're in the stages of saying they want to impeach judges and they want to be left unchecked. Okay. I don't know what the answer is for Nigeria, because it, in my opinion, did not have, and it's a younger country, right? It did not have those safeguards. Any changes from Nigeria will have to come from within, and will come from the youth, right? But the connections for me are there, and I reckon that this is probably very similar. It's a very similar thing, a similar thought for a lot of other immigrants who maybe are from countries, first gen, second gen, and you know how your politicians are, and you can see the same similarities in Donald Trump. And one more thing, y'all call him T-Pain. His last name start with a T too. Same thing.